Hello and welcome back to Spirit Mom. Today we get to the throat chakra in our spirit school. As we continue our journey, this is going to start the upper three chakras. The throat chakra, like the solar plexus chakra, is a gateway to and from the heart, which I loved talking about the heart. It's very important. Remember though, how earlier we discussed how our energy moves in a torus shape? Think an apple puckered at the top and at the bottom. Energy moves both in and out the top and both in and out the bottom. So two separate energy streams, both going in flowing circles. The throat is a gateway for that energy that can easily get blocked off. It's all about speaking our truth. Issues with the throat chakra literally manifest as throat issues. Think strep throat or sore throat, dry throats, clogged throat, ear problems. Also think all in here. Listen to this. That's crazy. Right now, Mars, the planet of action and violence, is in Gemini, the constellation of communication. That is no small deal. This means we are all going to have an urgent, action-packed need to communicate. It started on August 20th, so perhaps you can already point out some of the ways it showed itself in your life. That's 2022 in case this is still playing years from now. This astrological event is going to cause a lot of fighting, but it will also push us to live our truth. It's going to make us more likely to say what we think regardless of the consequences. Mars is a strong, confident warrior energy. Putting our communication with that energy will change us all. There are a bunch of planetary things happening right now that explain what is going on. I recommend looking into it because the world of astrology you could go on for days and days and days and days. It's the cosmos, it's huge. But for our intents and purposes today, with the throat chakra, this specific astrological event should not be taken lightly. The throat chakra needs us to live and speak our truth if it's to function in balance. Learning to speak our truth without being a loudmouth know-it-all is no easy task, because it's easy for us, but I'm gonna speak my truth. This is what I think of you. There's more to it than just that. We should never aim to go around tearing everyone down with our opinions, but we do need to be us. We need to learn what is truly something of us, something that our soul wants to say, rather than something the ego wants to brag about. Living our truth is not a license to let the ego rattle on and on and on, because it will. It loves the me. Living our truth is another one of those easier said than done matters and mantras that we could definitely say. Let's live our truth. Because who are you? Do you even know? I, for one, am still figuring it out. When someone asks you, what do you want to do today? Where do you want to go? Where should we vacation? What do you want to eat for dinner? What do you say? I don't know. What do you think? Right? That's what we all do, pretty much. And then when they say what they want, then you can finally be like, no, that's not what I want. But why didn't you know to begin with? I'm not putting you down. We're all like that because we don't know our truth. We don't know the us. And that's not in every moment, but it's in a lot of the moments. So before we can truly live in our truth, we have to find our truth. How do we do this? By following the steps I've already been laying out in all the earlier lessons day by day. We can't dig out the real us until we heal our broken vessels and let us come out. Usually the real us was buried during childhood and is still too scared to come out. To be the real us isn't just about talking, being silent, being still. It's taken seriously in a lot of religions. Most famously in Buddhist monks, some of them take permanent vows of silence. Even in India, at ashrams, a learning experience is a temporary vow of silence for an extended period of time. In the silence, you can find the real you. Remember, if you disagree with something, you can simply shake your head no. Speaking your truth isn't about hitting Twitter and blasting those against you. Speaking your truth is about being your truth. living your truth. A quick secret about the soul is that its truth is love. Cheesy but true. You can easily shake off the ego's excuses and justifications if you ask yourself, is this from a place of love? Even saying no and standing up for yourself can be from a place of love. Be careful to watch if a truth is coming from a place of winning. Did you want to win, or did you truly just want the best thing for everyone to happen? Assuming that the everyone isn't trying to take advantage, because that changes the matter. Winning isn't our truth because we are all one. We are all in this together. However, at this point in time, we are also in it alone. We're in a paradox. So our development is our concern, but the well-being of others is also our concern. So live your truth and find it from a place of love. Tomorrow we will talk about the third eye chakra, the one most people on a spiritual journey get focused on for good reason. It holds a lot of supernatural abilities for us. It is, I mean, everything's magic, but it's a little extra magic. Getting it to open can be painful though, literally, and hard, and doesn't happen as instantly and dramatically as it does for others. So for day people, focus on discovering who you are in silence. That's the only place you'll actually feel that real you in that meditative space. So that when you speak to people in the world, you'll know it's coming from the real you. Because once you find that place, and it starts with meditation, but you don't need meditating always is good. And I'll never stop preaching it because it's very important. But the more you do it, it's not like you'll go back to your day and be normal. You'll go back to your day and things that didn't even hit you in meditation will hit you in the day. All of a sudden you'll have insightful moments, like when you're talking to someone and maybe it was about to become a fight, you'll get this little ping of, I understand that you feel that way, but you could say your truth while being respectful, and finding your truth helps you do that so it doesn't sound fake. And because it's easy to be a yes man and try to be polite, because we don't want to go around being mean, but we also don't want to lay down and let everyone take advantage. So it's no easy task to find that sweet spot of us. And don't get me wrong, it's good to be generous, and it actually is good to do what other people want, but not if you're doing it bitterly. You have to actually feel that opening heart moment and want to do that better thing for someone. You actually have to want to do it. Because if you don't get to that place of wanting to do it, then you're better off to just not do it. You have to, because we want to bring in high vibrations, right? We've talked about that before. To bring in high vibrations, you yourself have to be the high vibration, and you feel it once you start getting into that moment. It's using our high vibrational words, grace, bliss, love. You can do it. So speak your truth, people. Goodbye for now, Spirit Mom.